This episode is brought to you by Fox One. Watch all 104 matches of the FIFA World Cup live in 4K for just $19.99 a month with 3 days free. Build your own multi-view, choose up to 3 streams, and follow player spotlights. Stay on top of every moment with live stats, highlights, and instant replays. The FIFA World Cup, streaming live on Fox One. Offers are subject to change. See fox.com for complete terms and conditions.
Choice Hotels get you more of what you value. Here's a little tune to help you remember. Same drive, different day. Don't you wish you were getting away? Pack your bags and come on through. Texas, Ohio, Alaska, we're up there too. Comfort Inn, it's calling your name. Save on the stay. Oh, and free waffles are yours to claim. Well, I hope you like my little song. Book direct at choicehotels.com.
Need a laptop that's built to perform and designed to last all day? Select Windows 11 PCs starting at $499.99 are now at Best Buy. Learn more at bestbuy.com. Best Buy. Imagine that.
Welcome back to Heated Rivalry, our part 2, except this is episode 3.
Yes.
The episode everyone talks about, the one that I thought was episode 5, but the standalone episode that, well, I guess it's not technically a standalone because I was waiting for a scene to happen that I saw on TikTok that didn't happen. So I guess there's like an ending of this.
Okay.
In one of the other episodes, which I was like waiting for because I was like, oh my God, I loved that part.
Did you watch any more of this?
No, I finished episode 2 and then watched this. And again, so Mats didn't watch episode 1 or episode 2 with me. So I have to say though, as we're finishing, I had like 10 minutes left of episode 2. He pauses and he goes, is it always like this? And I go, what do you mean? Like, he's like, like Connor Story's character's like, and I go, is he always Russian? Yeah, he's Russian the whole time. He goes, he's just not, saying anything. I go, well, that's the character choice of him being Russian. And he was like, they're just like not talking. And I go, oh, we know. That's our number one complaint.
Speaking of what we were talking about last week when I was like, this scene, I think it was in Russian. And you're like, but there are subtitles. And I was like, there were not subtitles on my screen.
But you understood it is the key point.
Yeah. But turns out, if you watch on the computer, you do have to turn the subtitles on. Because somebody else also wrote in, Sarah, thank you so much, also wrote in and was like, yeah, if it's on the computer, there are no subtitles. You have to opt into the subtitles. So I was not wrong. While I was watching it on my TV, there were subtitles. On the computer, there are not. And I sent Meghan a video.
Yeah, so she, in fact, is understanding a little more Russian because of your beauty treatments.
Might be.
Yeah, you're surrounded by
I wasn't lost.
No, that's why I assumed you had to have seen subtitles because you weren't lost.
I was on a row machine. I could not see subtitles.
No, that's crazy. That is crazy. So we open up with episode 3 and unfortunately, kind of like my only, actually I have 2 major complaints. Actually, I have 1 really major complaint about this episode, which is Mats was like, you need to drop it. It's really not that deep. And it was pissing me off so much. But my other one is the fact that we are using the exact same scene.
Yes, that's what I was telling you last week. When I was like, I thought that I went back to episode 2 on accident. But I did pick up when we were watching episode 2 that there was something there. Like, I was like, this man is gay.
Well, I thought everybody on the whole... Yeah. I thought everybody who we meet, and we'll get into that, because in fact, that does still hold up, that I have a hard time not believing every character. I do think every character we've met has been given the direction, you are also gay.
Yeah.
And I think everyone has their own book. But the fact that we didn't even get it from like a different angle or anything, I was like, we're reusing the exact same footage.
All they did was reframe it in post.
Yeah, which I don't love that. Like there's like Groundhog Day movies where they just play the same clip over and I go, no, this is a glitch. This is not how this fucking works. But immediately I'm already more intrigued because, well, I can say that like both Connor Story and Hudson Williams are very attractive, handsome young men. Like they're very attractive, handsome. the men in this one,
I'm wet for them.
Yeah.
The other ones are like boys. These are...
I like my men hairy. I like the facial hair. I like the scrub. Like this was a bit of me. I was like, oh yeah. And I'm ready for this.
Yes. So we're still at the Olympics, which you hate because...
We don't see anything in the fucking Olympics.
Yeah, it's just a cafe that's supposed to be like the Olympic Village, I guess, but not really.
Mm-mm.
And so Shane's friend mentioned that Joe's bravery about coming out, and Joe is another character that's here. And then hearing about Joe coming out really strikes a chord with Hunter, which I got it because they were playing. I got it in the second episode because they were just reusing the same scene.
Mm-hmm.
So they wanted to play it for this scene. And then we get a flashback 4 months before the Olympics, right?
The way that we got just as many, like, probably not as many, but we still did the timeline, but I left this one actually being confused about how much time has taken place. I was like, I'm so sorry, you gave me all of these things of how long has it been now? Now I'm actually looking for this because, okay, Olympics, winter, got it. What's the main guy's name? There's Kip and who?
Scott. Hunter.
Yeah. These are like so not real names, which like they're so clearly from a book, like Scott Hunter.
There's probably a million Scott Hunters that exist in the world.
And there's probably even more literary Scott Hunters that exist. Like it's such a book name. So he comes into a smoothie shop, and then this is where we get to the thing. So
yeah. And he's been having a bad season and a fan chewed him out. And so he's going into the smoothie shop
to cheer himself up. So he's getting a smoothie, and the guy who's behind the counter, we learn his name is Kip, and he's asking him, like, oh, what's good here? And he was like, well, they're all, like, good smoothies, but, like, you know, stupid names. And he's like, oh, I'll get the blueberries over Boston or
banana smoothie.
But there's no banana in it. But he was like, what's good? He goes, that. He's like, but I add banana. And then he goes, okay, like, give me that banana. I go, oh my God, we can't get an entire episode without some like so overtly obvious like phallic cliche. And I was telling Mats, I was like, in the other ones with Hudson and Connor, it's like asshole like related things. Like it's just like a lot of like subliminal messaging. So like Hudson's character is just constantly being like, I just can't stop thinking about assholes. Like what's going on? Like it's just constant asshole talk. And he's just like, oh my God, thinking about buttholes. And I was like, and now this, we're thinking about dicks.
Yeah.
It was
I
so
like
clear.
their vibe instantly.
Oh, they have phenomenal chemistry. Like, but also, question. Do you think that this is where the girl audio is from?
Girl audio.
Girl.
Oh.
Or is she just saying it like that audio?
But that's a common way for people to say girl.
It was the exact like tone and Kate, like the way that
you know
she
I'm
said
not
it.
on the TikTok anymore, so I don't know exactly.
So if anyone can tell me, it might be.
I mean, you can just like click on it.
Yeah, but I don't even know what the hell it was called. I guess I'll just look up girl audio.
If you're like come across a video, click on the audio and then see what the source is.
No, I know. I'll look it up later. So then we get to the thing that drove me crazy. The only thing like I really hated throughout this entire thing that like I could not get over. He hands him the smoothie. There's no banana in that. That is way too thin.
It's also
that's juice.
And I know because of production, but it's a smoothie in the way that like what I'm drinking right now is a smoothie, but this is because it's been bottled.
Yep.
If you're getting a smoothie at a place that serves smoothie, it's going to be more frozen. But again, I get that for production because it's going to melt because they have to pass it back.
I'm fine with it. Don't add the banana because that viscosity, there is no banana. Like he handed him and I go, there's literally no banana. Even if you added a banana to a fucking pre-made awala smoothie, whatever they're called, that would be thicker.
Yeah,
I was like,
I have another one of these that I get too that has banana in it, and it's just thick. Like you can see it's thicker.
Exactly.
But we don't get that the banana thing.
No. He's getting pressed juice and we're just pouring it into this cup. And I don't know why, but like the fact that this is all about, we just like keep talking about the bananas and there's so visibly no banana in this movie pissed me off to no motherfucking end.
You get so attached to the littlest things that don't really matter. Like I saw it bothered me, but not to the point where I would bring it up in conversation that you're just picky.
Mats was like, art department would love you. The rest of production would fucking hate you. And I go, exactly. Exactly.
Actually, art department might hate you because they'd be like, this is what we can do.
I know, but I'm going to bat for them, being like, come on, guys, we all know we want to figure viscosity. I'll bring it up to them. There's no way.
But Kip has no idea who Scott is because he doesn't follow hockey.
And it's just like, oh, this guy is like massive and very hot, and like, there's no way he's flirting with me.
Yeah.
And
Kip's friend Maria is like, girl.
Exactly. That's the audio. He was flirting with you. And he's like, no. There's no way. I don't think that he's gay. And again, we just have, this essentially happens again. Like, it's okay. He's coming back in. He's getting more smoothies. He's doing all of this. Like, is he flirting or is he not? Like, what's the deal?
But by the time he comes in the second time, Hunter has seen him in the magazine. And it's like, oh, I know who that is. Or Kip has seen Hunter in the magazine.
Was after the first time or the second time because a kid came in and was like, oh my God, was that Scott Hunter?
Oh, yeah. But then he still didn't know who Scott Hunter was. Yes.
And then
but
he
after
looked
the
him
first
up.
time,
Then he comes back in and he was like looking at the newspaper and I was like, oh my God, put that away. Like, it literally has Scott. And I was like, oh no, we're brazenly flirting now because you're not even trying to hide. You're like, yeah, like, he's like, oh, can I get another smoothie? He goes, of course, Scott Hunter. And I was like, oh, okay, we're not being normal about this at all. And he's like, oh, yeah. And he's like, yeah, to be fair, I had, like, no idea who you were. Like, I don't really watch hockey. But, like, I watched, like, last year. But, like, it's pretty good.
With my dad. My dad likes hockey.
And he's, like, can't figure out if he's gay or not. And I was like, God, like.
Maria's like, girl. He's gay.
I was like, he is not paying Maria any mind whatsoever. A through line in both of these stories is a lot of long gaze eye fucking. Like, really deep, intense eye contact. And then I wrote down, wow, even gay men talk about being killers. Because then he talks about how, and this to me felt like such a book, like a thing from the book that I was like, I didn't need this translated into real life. Where being like, yeah, like it turns out like I'm too lazy to be a serial killer. And then we talk about the difference between spree killers and serial killers. And I was like, I don't need this. I don't need this at all. I'm okay with this.
But Scott is also given big tips, which I thought was also like the banana, leaving a big tip every time he comes in, leaving a big tip.
He's also jacked.
Yeah.
Like, both of them are jacked, but like, we've got like petite jacked and we've got big old jacked. And my God.
Yeah. And the way that you were like, that ass on Connor is like, that is an ass. But also with these men, but I was like, either one.
Oh my God, both.
I'm no better than a man.
And again, this makes a lot more sense to me because also like the buildup and the flirting was just like so sweet and like so cute. And like,
this is a genuine meet cute.
Yes, exactly. Like, this is what the meet cute should have fucking been. And I said that to Mats and he was like, well, what was the meet cute of the Shane and Ilya? And I was like, you saw that before you went to go work. And he goes, them standing outside where he was smoking? I go, yeah, that was fucking it. And this to me, I'm like, oh no, this is like, we get to see the like, that, well, now I know that he's a famous hockey player. I'm going to look everything up about him. Like, I'm like, you know, I'm so
That's
infatuated.
That's why I was like, you've got to watch the third episode because everything you were saying that you wanted was in this one.
It's here. It's everything I ever wanted. We do meet, am I rushing ahead that we meet Kip's dad? Also, why do we need to know that Kip is short for Christopher?
Because
I did wonder why his name was Kip. It was just
part of their flirting. Like, he was like, Kip, that's an interesting name. It was more of just like, I'm flirting with you. Let me.
Have you ever met anyone named Kip?
No, but I've definitely heard of Kips.
Okay.
I don't think I've known a Kip, but I've heard of Kips.
I don't know that I've heard of or known one. I think it might be more regional. Like a East Coast name. Christopher?
Maybe.
Chris? Yeah.
Christopher, Chris, Topher.
I only know Topher Grace. Only Topher I know. But I think it's that for I think all nicknames should be how we got Topher. I think it's so much more fun.
It's not like Elizabeth, where Elizabeth has so many.
Oh, yes. Elizabeth, I'm learning new ones every day. Margaret, too.
Yep. Maggie. And
Midge.
Midge, yes. Yep.
That's the one I recently learned.
Hey, how are you? Ready to go for a run?
Running connects us to a rush of energy that flows through our world. The cheers of friends that unlock a new gear within us. The intersection of interests that inspires a run crew. The support that gets you over the finish line. Connection is why we move forward and what inspires us to keep going. Let's run there. Learn more at brooksrunning.com.
Looking for a protein shake that tastes as good as it performs? Meet Rockin' Protein Max. Packed with 50 grams of fuel, it'll help you keep up when your day won't slow down. And because it's always creamy and never chalky, every sip tastes great. Even better, it's lactose-free and has 0 added sugar. It's not every day you find a protein shake you actually want to finish. Catch Rockin' Protein in the dairy cooler at a store near you. Rockin' Protein and Shamrock Farms are registered trademarks of Shamrock Foods Company.
Adobe Firefly is the all-in-one creative studio with AI-powered image and video editing for today's creative process. Built for creators of every kind, Firefly helps you generate, edit, and experiment fast. Because the asks aren't getting smaller, the budgets aren't getting bigger, and the timelines, oh yeah, still tight. With all the best creative AI models in one place, Firefly brings your ideas to life. Unlock a better way to make with Adobe Firefly.
Then the third time that Hunter goes into the place, he invites them to go to a hockey game.
Yes.
And so then Kip brings Elena with him.
Mm-hmm.
And again, we're at a hockey game. Nobody's in the crowd. There's about 10 people there.
Yeah, because they can't pay for extras. They have to pay for these fucking apartments.
Why can't we just have a tight shot and put 5 people around them?
Why can't you throw a PA in a fucking shirt and cut their head off and you don't have to show their face. You can do like waist up.
Have the 2 of them sitting there, put people on the side, shoot it tight.
Yep. It's a really great question because like they make it look like these people are somehow, I'm like, are you really famous overseas? Because like they're like, oh, this huge hockey, so all that stuff. I go playing to an absolutely empty arena for a home game, like for sure. Like you must actually suck. Like there's no way you're this good getting all these awards and everything. And he's also like so brazenly like waving and flirting, and I was like, okay, these guys are so bad about it, not good at being in the closet
at all
whatsoever.
Yeah, so Elena is also picking up on the vibes and is like, do something,
wave back.
Yeah, and also I was like, why couldn't me and my producer brain? I would have just made Elena and Maria the same person.
Well, we didn't know enough about them for them to be 2 different people. I was like, okay. Are you together? Like, do you know each other? Like, they talk about each other, but they're never seen together in the same room either. And then they don't have enough distinguishable character traits.
But anyway, that's neither here nor there. And I'm sure that they both have their own distinct personalities in the book.
Yeah, just wish we saw more. But I do like, I wrote down, I do like his friends. And I like that he has friends. Because again, in Heated Rivalry,
they have no friends.
They have no friends.
No.
They have no friends. They have no people. They just have their dads with dementia, and that's it. Like, and Christina Chang. Like, that's literally the only people. Like, they have nothing. And so when time is passing, it's like they literally are like cryogenically frozen until like they wake up in time to like fuck again. Like, nothing happens. They have no people. This felt like he has a fully fleshed out life, which made the storyline as it goes on so much more impactful because like you see it from everyone else's perspective, like the people who love him's perspective. And you also see like what his life was and like what he ends up like missing out on or whatever. And one of the big through lines we see this is always where he first watched the game was there. It's a gay bar that he was like, has asked the bartender who he's friends with to turn on hockey. And they were like, okay. And now that's kind of like the watering hole, the place where they all keep gathering is they're watching his hockey games there.
And we're also Hunter's team, which is Shane's team, plays against Ilya's team in Boston. Ilya, of course, is who he always is and mocks Hunter's game throughout the season, too.
Yeah. So then Kip needs money because he's applying. First, I thought they were trying to pretend that he was in college. And I was like, we need to be serious about this people's ages. And Mom's like, no, it's PhD. And I was like, okay, thank God. So he's working all these other jobs. And so his friend gives him a job at like a catering thing. And he goes. And he, classic rom-com. Oh no, I'm distracted. I slip by a hot guy. I slip, I fall, I spill all of these things. It's a whole hullabaloo. And then he looks up. Who's the hot guy he got distracted by? Scott Hunter.
But he knew he was there, though.
I think he knows the second time.
I thought he knew he was there. And the first time, I thought he knew he was there and he was actually trying to not see him. And in the not seeing him, he ends up running into him.
Oh, yeah. I thought he heard his voice and then was like, oh, pivot. And then, but yeah, maybe it was that. And spills, and then Scott sees him and is like, oh, it's totally okay. It's okay. And all of his friends, I think, is so fun. They're like completely humoring him, being like, oh, yeah, for sure. We can't tell that you have like an absolute massive fucking crush on this guy. Like, yeah, total stranger. And then after,
Hunter and Shane get into a scuffle as well in Montreal. And the incident like shocks everyone because Shane is known for like not being confrontational.
Why did they fight?
I don't remember.
No, I couldn't figure it out to the point I was like, are we just supposed to be a reveal later?
Yeah.
Okay.
They got in a fight. I think what the fight is that it's a connection to whatever's happening in the episodes that we saw before. And I think that Shane is distracted and then annoyed with stuff that Ilya's doing.
Okay.
And then gets into a fight with Hunter.
Okay. Because I was confused because I was like, oh.
And then that's when Kip is at home watching TV with his dad. And he feels sorry for Hunter while he's watching him on TV. Mm-hmm. And then that's when we get to the gala. Gala.
So then at the gala, after he's like spilled and, apologized and all that, they end up having a conversation where he's like, I hate this food sucks. And he was like, yeah, no, I don't like serving it either, but, gotta pay the bills. And was like, okay, do you like Mexican food? And he was like, yeah. I was like, oh my God, pick up on this. Yes. And then he was like, do you want to get dinner after this? Yeah. And he was like, tonight? I also have to say, I love their height difference together. Like visually, it's like they play that up. It's like how they do the shots of it.
Mm-hmm. I mean, even later when he's picking them up.
No, I know. I was like, oh my God, you're so little. You're a little Labubu, like a fool of pocket size. Like, oh my God. But he was like, oh, okay, yeah, for sure. And so after it's done, they like meet out in the back. This show loves an alleyway. Meet out in the alleyway and they walk to, I cannot stress this enough. I don't know what's going on in Canada. That can't be what a Mexican restaurant looks like from the outside in Canada. That's what it looked like, an Italian restaurant. They had little bistro. I was like, I don't know what Canadian Mexican food is like, but very different than the Mexican restaurants I experience here.
The ones that I've seen around the United States, none of them look like that.
No, so I don't know what's going on. So there's a line, there's all these people there, and it was like, oh, is it even worth it to wait? And we can already kind of tell that Scott's like a little cagey about like there's people
being out
and being seen. He's also in a tux. And so it's like, well, how do you feel about like eating in instead? And I was like, this is going down. And this is when I wrote down, wow, is this what it was like before Grindr? Like, this is like, so it's been like, it's presumably like weeks of him getting this movie every day just to get laid one time. I was like,
but
damn.
Again, Scott can't be out like that on Grindr though.
No face. Most people don't even have their head in their pictures, even if they're not anybody. So, yeah. But
lots of chest and dicks and buttholes.
Yeah. Now tell me if you think I'm crazy. Maud thinks I'm a little crazy. I think that Kip looks like he could be Joey from the Basement Yard's cousin from like Connecticut.
I can see that.
Right?
Yeah.
Something in the face shape and like the placement of the features, eyes and nose and everything. I was like, I could see this. Mm-hmm. He brings him back to his apartment. And again, like we have seen in every episode of Heated Rivalry, we see where the budget went to. This massive, gorgeous apartment. And it did make me look up, does Canada have earthquakes? And then Mott's tells me they're actually supposed to be in New York. And I was like, there's no way. They're not, right?
I don't remember.
I'm choosing to believe that they're in Montreal because that can't be New York.
Maybe it's New York. Now that I'm thinking about it, because he's just there. He's not going to be there the whole time because they're like on a timeline. So they're not in Montreal. I know that because that's where the team is. So he wouldn't be on a timeline for that.
Maybe Mott's was being perceptive. Maybe it is New York.
I don't know if it's New York, but it's not.
It's not New York.
It's not Montreal.
Okay, well, that's the only saving grace that it could be Montreal. But I was like, there can't be earthquakes. You can't have a bookshelf just in the middle of the room like that with all of these loose objects on it, not attached to anything. You would die. So I know
it's in New York. And that's where they are.
Wow, he's perceptive. He is perceptive. And as he's there, like, oogling and ogling about, like, the views and everything, we now are reminded what show this is. Would you like the full tour now? And his shirt already off.
Yeah, Kip hasn't even closed the door fully.
No.
He is in the doorway, and Scott's got his shirt off. I'm not complaining.
No, I'm not complaining. I think if we were very nervous about being spotted at a Mexican restaurant, I am, in fact, a little bit confused about how the door is open, your shirt is off, and you've invited a man into your room. I'm concerned the consistency of it, but again, I don't know how this works.
Tap in. Just tap into. You just got to tap into the show, Meghan.
And I did. And then they're fucking. They are, and this, I would say that, like, and I think this is probably why, again, like, Jacob, the creator, he wanted this one included in season 1.
I'm sorry. You just take Jacob, the creator, and I just thought of Tyler, the creator.
Yeah, I know. As soon as I said it, I was like, I would phrase that differently. I think that's why he included this, because, like, even how it's shot is, like, different. Like, it's
pretty.
It's shot really pretty. Like, we're seeing, like, silhouettes of them as they're hooking up. Like, it's feeling more, like, sensual and romantic and, like, rom-com-y, not so much like and I don't mean this
salacious
and messy, like, and messy in the way that, like, clumsy, like, this is our first time doing this or whatever. Like, this feels like so much, like, smoother and more like you're being swept off of your feet versus, like, you're falling head first into something that, like, you didn't realize that you want, like, whatever it is. Like, it's a very different vibe. And I think, like, being able to distinguish that in how it was filmed, I also really liked. And it also, like, yeah, makes you fall in love with it because it's like, oh, they have phenomenal chemistry. It's beautiful. You're seeing the silhouette of all of this. And it was lovely. It was lovely. It was really sweet. And I really liked it. And then
the next morning.
Yep.
Scott confesses that he normally does not date, but he's very interested in Kip.
Yeah.
Very interested. I'm like, I think he picked up on that.
Well, Kip tried to leave, and then he was like, no, come back. And then he let him sit on his bed with jeans. And I was like, jeans from a locker from his catering job. He must really like him.
He really likes him. He probably has, like, a house cleaner coming over later. Doesn't care.
Well, I don't know. He's too lazy to be a serial killer, but, like, it sounds like he's, like, pretty uptight. I wonder if he'd even let someone in there to clean.
But he's willing to break. He says, though, he's willing to break the rules for him. So maybe that's part of the rule breaking.
Yep. But he comes back out to the kitchen and sees Kip making him the smoothie, being like, I know you've got, like, I don't know if it was game or practice, like, later. And, like, this becomes a part of his, like, really strict regimen of, like, oh, I won when I had the smoothie, so now I have to have the smoothie again. And I love that Kip's, like, still believing that. I go, Kip, he just had a crush on you. That's why he kept coming back. Like, he might have had a little bit of a superstition with it, but, like, it's, you know, it's also you. Like, seeing you is really what the superstition is, not so much, like, exactly the smoothie. But he makes him the smoothie, and I thought that was, like, so sweet. And, like, I was like, oh my God, I was going, aw.
I was
for the first time in this entire fucking series.
This episode, I was cheesing throughout the whole thing.
It was so cute and so sweet. And then we get the picking up of the Labubu into his arms. It's, like, so effortless. Like, I know that, like, he's a big, strong guy, but also, like, Kip is, like, jacked.
He's jacked. Like, he's thick. Like, Kip is very thick. And that is a sturdy man.
Completely. And the effortlessness of which he just, like, hopped up into his arms. I was like, oh my God, I'm underestimating. I already thought you were strong, but my God, you are bigger and stronger than I anticipated. Like, that was effortless.
But, like, so quickly, Hunter asked him to move in with him.
Which he goes, okay, that's a little serial killer. Which it is. He goes, I just, like, want you to be here all the time. And I was like, does he get to have a job? Does he have water breaks? Like, what do you mean? Like, okay. And then this is the point where we're, like, halfway through the episode, and I wrote down, I would bet money that they have more lines in this episode than Shane and Ilya have spoken in the entire series.
And they do.
Yeah. And this is where we're introduced to the U-hauling of gay men. Because he basically says, live with me, move in with me, I want you to be here all the time. And he goes, okay.
But it's also because he's closeted, which he says, like, and so
he can't come out.
He can't come out because of what's the MHL, is that what it's called in this series.
I didn't know we were not calling it the NHL.
Yeah, it's not.
It's the men's hockey. By the way, that sounds gay. Did someone sneeze?
No, Siri said, uh-huh.
No, I hate that.
Yep.
This is where I would have loved to have a timeline, because I'm like, I would like to know how long it's been now. How long since the first time you came in for this movie until you were asking this man to live in your place and never leave?
Yeah.
How long until you are trying to confine him to your penthouse in a nondescript pretend New York City? Like, how long?
I'm buying into it. I'm here for it.
By the way, if it's New York City,
I want to be a kept man in this case.
You want to be a kept man is what you're saying.
Mm-hmm.
But also, like, if it's New York City, yeah, I'm actually going to move in with you free of rent immediately, right. For sure.
He was with his dad anyway, though.
Yeah, but where does no, there's no way it's New York. That looks, is he supposed to be in, like, Albany?
No, they're in New York City.
Not his dad.
Yeah,
but he talks about having to commute. He is in upstate then, maybe. Long Island.
I don't know where he is.
Well, no one has a Long Island accent, I'm hearing, so.
No one has any sort of New York accent either. They all sound Canadian.
Which is always my other biggest issue. Then we kind of have like a little bit of like a montage vibe of like, again, don't know how long this is going on. Don't know how long this has been. Don't know how, all we know is that his dad hasn't seen him for a while. His like friends haven't seen, he's been here. He's been doing his applications for grad school over the phone. He's watching the games, all that. And then I wrote down, this is going to get old really fast, which obviously not only being closeted, but then being like quite literally confined. And then I said, do people not see him going into his apartment? And then I go, oh my God, it's because he never left the apartment. He's not going outside. So that's
also like, if he has a penthouse, he might just have the key to go straight up to the penthouse.
Oh, a separate elevator?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Like the doorman might know, but
he's probably well tipped. He's not spilling anything.
Right.
And also they're probably huge hockey fans, so they don't want to piss off the star player and he would play poorly. And yeah, I don't understand the timeline at all.
Meghan, you just have to buy into it.
Yeah, but how long do you think they've been doing this?
It's only been like a couple months.
Months? Okay, great. I thought it was like 4 days.
No, I think by the end of it. No, within this time period, yes, it's only been a few days.
Okay. So when's the gala happen?
We still have a while to get to the gala.
Oh, I didn't find any of that useful enough to write down. Apparently, I skipped straight ahead.
33 days, 33 episodes. Join me, Max Rushton, and our expert team of soccer journalists every day of the World Cup for analysis, drama, and everything in between. World Cup Daily, listen on Spotify now, or watch full episodes on YouTube.
Starting a business can seem like a daunting task, unless you have a partner like Shopify. They have the tools you need to start and grow your business. From designing a website to marketing to selling and beyond, Shopify can help with everything you need. There's a reason millions of companies like Mattel, Heinz, and Allbirds continue to trust and use them. With Shopify on your side, turn your big business idea into... Sign up for your $1 per month trial at shopify.com/special offer.
Want to elevate your travel experience? Here's how. With a Delta SkyMiles Reserve American Express card, you can relax before your flight in the Delta Sky Club with up to 15 visits per medallion year. And now through July 15th, 2026, you can earn up to 125,000 bonus miles, so you're closer to your next adventure. The Delta SkyMiles Reserve card. Check out the new design at www.delta.com/Spotify. Minimum spending requirements and terms apply.
So Kip tells his dad that he's living with Elena instead of where he actually is. And he also keeps telling his friends that he's too busy with all his multiple jobs to see them. None of his friends believe him because he's still like going to the bar during this time and stuff, but nobody really believes him. And within a short amount of time, Hunter and Kip have really settled into their home routine. But then things get awkward when Kip realizes that Hunter may actually never come out. So at one point they go to a art studio to buy art because like they want to make the apartment more homey. So they go and Hunter's wearing like, did he have a hoodie on? He had a hat on. And I'm like, I still would know who that man was if I saw him. If he was famous as they say he's famous, I think, but then also I see celebrities all the time and sometimes I'm just like, did I go to high school with that person? I don't know who that is.
Well, also, like, if this is supposed to be such a believable, earnest 2014 that Shane's dad doesn't know what videos are or YouTube or what virality is, and there's, like, no apps, none of this kind of thing, like, who's seeing what? Are we spilling it to, like, the Canadian version of, like, the National Enquirer?
They're in
like,
New York. They're not in Canada.
The New York Post?
Yeah.
Like,
yes, that was what would happen.
I think the fame would make more sense if we had extras that were like, he's so famous. You know what I mean? Like,
but he was wary that people would see him, and I think somebody did notice, and that's why he started getting skittish and was like, I can't do this, and he ran out. So they were going to buy art. This was supposed to be their like moment together where they're going out together. It was their out-ish moment, but Hunter like bells, and he's like, I it's just too much. But Kip is still supportive of him, and he's trying to like quell Hunter's like doubts in his head and also quell his own doubts. But Hunter game gets better because Kip gets him a little good luck charm. And what is that good luck charm? Socks with bananas on it.
yeah, because I thought of you and those banana-less smoothies I keep making. And he's like, oh, I love these. And we start to see that he wears them with another pair of socks on top every time he has a game, which sensory-wise, that would kill me.
Yeah, but you're not playing hockey, and if you don't wear double socks, your feet are going to get cut up.
Oh, so they already wear double socks?
Yes, they already wear double socks.
Oh, okay. Because I was like, imagine like for a man who's like so rigid about his routine, throwing in an extra pair of socks, I feel like that's crazy.
Also, the socks that he got him were very thin, so they wouldn't have made... Okay. His feet would have got fucked up if he just wore those socks by himself. But they usually wear double socks, and then how tight that they pull their skates. Like, their skates just feel like a second, like, just their feet at that point.
Okay, that makes sense.
Have you never ice skated before?
I have, but I have a very rational fear of ice skating because there's blades on
you
your
are
feet.
tall, lanky, and clumsy. Those are not three things that go together with ice skating.
Yeah, I like ice skating, but, like, those are knives on your feet. Like, I literally, like, anytime I fall, I'm like, arms up. I'm like so
but I
afraid.
just didn't know if you're a kid when you're a little bit more outgoing.
San Francisco, that's like a big thing. We would go at least. I've like ice skated more than Mott's, which is crazy.
What?
I know that was like not a thing that he participated in really, even though where he grew up there was like you could outdoor ice skate. But I also did ice skating in some show. I forget what it was. And I had strep throat. I got like sick while filming. And I remember having a fever, and truly it was actually the best day because the other day prior to that we were in front of we were like shooting some like Christmas winter thing, but it's like the dead of summer. And I was in front of a fireplace in the valley, and it was so fucking hot, and I had a fever, and I couldn't see a doctor until the next day, and they brought a doctor to the ice skating rink, but then I was just like on the ice skating rink, just cold as hell, and I was like, this feels great. This is amazing. But besides that, I haven't ice skated as like an adult in a while.
We ice skated a lot because at the Jones Center in Arkansas, Northwest Arkansas, there's a big ice skating rink, and so we can go there a lot, and it's year round.
My sister-in-law has a friend who's going to Northwest Arkansas, and she asked me to ask you for any like must-see recommendations.
Okay.
Like I was like, there's an art gallery.
Yeah, that's where I would say to go to the art gallery, go to anything that has Walton on it, just go to it.
That's what I said. And she was like, well, ask her. And I was like, I think she'll say the same thing, but okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, what is she trying to do? What is she into? Does she like to bike ride? Because she can ride the trails. That'd be fun if you like to bike ride. Not really my thing, but people love it.
I'm sure.
So then Kip is kind of, the walls are closing in on him, figuratively and literally, because that's the only place that they can be. And so he is like, this is never going to happen. But he still is very supportive of Hunter.
But he's also like, he's in love with him. So he's miserable, but like he loves him so much. And also he's not told any of his friends. So like nobody knows, but they all are like, okay.
They know.
We know. Like
So now a few months have passed. I don't know how many months, but a few months have passed.
Probably 4.
And Elena confronts Kip because she sees how hurt he is. And Kip admits that he is in a secret relationship with Hunter. And it's like, no shit. But Kip, he's like, I'm happy. And she doesn't believe him. And Kip's dad also worries about the growing distance between them and also wants him to visit more often. Kip asks about the mail because he's waiting to hear back about his application that he sent out. And then ahead of the gala, Elena invites Kip to. Hunter buys Kip a nice tuxedo.
Mm-hmm. I can't tell the difference between like when he's like, oh my God, this is so nice. I'm like, oh, don't all tuxedos look like this?
Nah, they fit different.
Yeah, I think if I saw them like side by side, I'd get it. But he was like, I'm like, it's not like, I know, straight girl, I'm thinking of like boy buys you a gown or whatever. But it was like, ooh, a tuxedo. And he's so excited. I'm like, how can you know that it's like,
yeah, the
good?
Material's probably different. The inside's probably lined different.
Oh yeah, I guess you can do like fun stuff like that.
Yeah, but even like a lot of like the less expensive tuxedos, they won't even be lined in the inside. So
because he was clearly excited and like. Yeah, but I'm like, I don't wear suits, so I don't know what you get, like what you get excited over.
Yeah, but I'm also like, when he was sleeping, did you measure him properly to get this?
Yes, of course. This man's a serial killer. He's like, I took measurements of every part of your body. Okay. Very weird, very weird. But so he's there at the gala. Elena looks beautiful. I love her teeth. Not to be weird.
She has great teeth. Yeah.
I love them. And Elena's got a plan. Elena's got a mission.
And you can see it in her eyes. Not just in her eyes, but she also is very aware of what the surroundings are and the eyes that are on them.
Because she even said earlier to Kip being like, don't, like, don't you're here to be a hot arm candy for me. Like, don't embarrass me. And this was even prior to him and Scott getting together. Like, I don't remember, like, she's in this world. She understands all of this. And now it's another plate spinning in the air that like her best friend, who is not closeted, who is personally out, is in a relationship with like one of the big like honorees or benefactors at this gala, who is a very famous athlete who is in the closet. And like this is a lot of moving pieces. And so Kip is like so awkward, and she's like, okay, cool, I'm gonna like get us drinks and like you start talking because you're being really fucking weird. Because like you said, she's so aware of how everything's being perceived, of being like, you can't be like couple kissy, but like you can't be so weird because that's also gonna draw attention to you. And this to me gave me like two guys who like think they're in a Bond movie, how like one of them's like facing one direction, the other's facing the other direction, they're like talking without looking at each other. And I'm like, okay, just you can have
conversations.
Is it gay to talk to your
no, because they know that they'll be making googly eyes at each other.
You're right. They can't even direct their gaze in the same place. And I was like, okay, this is just so dramatic. And Elena comes back and she's like, Scott, we're dancing. And he was like, wait, you and me? And she was like, yeah, bring me to the dance floor, have a dance with me. And I was like, oh, I love this. Like, I love this character choice of her just being like, okay, so what are your intentions with Kip? Like, and he was like,
it's like, no shit. But anybody that looks at the two of you together would know.
Yeah. And also, he had said, I think he told him that he was like, oh, heads up, she knows. Like, she got it out of me,
and
but
he's
like
I had to tell somebody.
And he was like, understanding. He's like, okay, no, I totally get that. That's okay. And she's like, so like, what are your intentions? And then he just goes, well, I love him. And I go, you're telling Elena you love Kip before you've told Kip? Okay, for sure. And she was like, yeah, and he, without a doubt, loves you too. But like, he's miserable. Like, this is like, no one wants to be hidden. And he's like, he's not hidden. Like, we're just not public. And she goes, no, you're hiding him. Like, it's special for you too. But like, ultimately, yeah, like our friends don't know. His family doesn't know. Like, all of this aspects of his life can no longer be, even if he like wanted to go out and do all of these things solo, he has to like dodge all these questions. Like, it's like he's got to keep up this massive lie to everyone. And so like ultimately you end up retreating and like he's pulling away from everybody. And that's just like not fair to him. And it like, I literally just wrote down, this is like devastating. Like, it was just so sad because like both of them are so clearly like obsessed and in love with each other, but it's just the circumstance that's like,
this is his job. And we learn here in a few minutes why this job is so important to him.
Yes, which felt a little weird based on another thing that he says at one point. And so I think what we cut to next before that we cut to next is his birthday thing and being like asking Scott to come like at the bar, and he's like, it's like a gay bar, but like it's not even really a gay bar anymore. It's like almost basically like a hockey bar because like we watch it there now and like we always hang out there. You could just come as my friend. And he was like, no, I can't. And he was like, well, you know, it's really important to me. Like I need to be able to like tell my family, like, you know, I really care about my family, and like I know that that's not something like big for you. He says something like that.
That's so hurtful.
And then we find out that Scott's parents died in like a plane crash, a car crash,
car accident. Yeah,
like,
they both taught hockey.
Mm-hmm.
They're hockey coaches when he was 12, and they died in an accident.
And I go, I'm so sorry. Are we just skipping right past Kip saying, I know that like my family's really important to me. I know it's like different for you. Huh? They're dead. I was like, wait, I literally rewound it multiple times. I was like, there's no way that was just the instance. Because like that I found so hurtful, but the line delivery was like not supposed to be. I was so confused by that.
Yeah, so that's why he has such a love of hockey. So what happens is that we flash back to the gala, and Hunter's giving this whole speech, and he's talking about how his parents died when he was 12. And thanks to his love of hockey, because both of his parents were hockey coaches, Hunter received a sports scholarship that helped him rebuild his life. And so for him, hockey is everything. His team is everything. His team is his family.
Yeah. And I was just like, ooh, that's like such a low blow to say that. And it like broke my heart.
But then Kip goes to see his dad because an envelope has arrived.
Mm-hmm.
But his dad immediately knows that something's wrong. And I thought this was such a sweet moment because Kip barely said anything and just falls apart in his dad's arms. And his dad is just consoling him in a beautiful way.
And up until this point, the only thing that Kip had said that he thinks his dad probably thinks he's fucking some married dude.
Mm-hmm.
And it was like, oh, so even knowing that like you think that that's what your dad thinks, like this is, and it probably is, and like this is his like reaction to it. Like he seems like such a sweet guy.
Yeah.
Patty cake, baker's man.
If your child has moderate to severe eczema that's not well controlled with prescription topicals, their itchy skin can feel uncomfortable when playing with others. Dupixent, dupilumab, helps kids as young as 6 months stay ahead of their eczema.
Patty cake, baker's man.
So they can have clearer skin and noticeably less itch. Dupixent helps them heal their skin from within, and it's not a cream, steroid, or immunosuppressant. Severe allergic reactions, including skin reactions, can occur. Get help right away for face, mouth, tongue, or throat swelling, wheezing, or trouble breathing. Tell your doctor right away of new or worsening eye problems like eye pain or vision changes, skin symptoms, joint aches and pain, or a parasitic infection. Don't change or stop other treatments without talking to your doctor.
Patty cake, baker's
Dupixent helps your child feel the heal. Ask your child's eczema specialist. Visit Dupixent.com or call 1-844-DUPIXENT.
This episode is brought to you by Redfin. You're listening to a podcast, which means you're probably multitasking. Maybe even scrolling home listings on Redfin, saving homes without expecting to get them. But Redfin isn't just built for endless browsing. It's built to help you find and own a home. With agents who close twice as many deals, when you find the one, you've got a real shot at getting it. Get started at redfin.com. Own the dream.
Suffering from dry, tired, irritated eyes? Don't let dry eyes win. Use Sustain Pro. It hydrates, restores, and protects dry eyes for up to 12 hours. Sustain Pro. Triple action dry eye relief.
So the next few days, Hunter and Kip really keep their distance from each other. Hunter watches from a window as Kip celebrates his birthday with his friends, and I thought that he was going to go in and join. I thought that's how the episode was going to end.
No.
But no. We're back at the Olympics.
No, Melissa. And then it said 2014. And I paused and I said, I thought we were already in 2014.
No, we were in 2012, I think.
What? I was so confused by this because I was like, and they're like, now, whatever.
No, we are in 24. It is 2014. But I think maybe when we go to his head, he's thinking in his head. Is that what's happening?
I don't fucking know, but the way that they cut to 2014, and I said, so sorry, you established this in 2014.
Yeah,
so
it was in 2014.
What's going on? Why do you need to remind me it's 2014? What other year is it?
I think it was a flashback.
I don't know. But, like, the fact that we had to redo the whole thing of, like, now we're at the Olympics and it's 2014. It should have been 2 months later. What, right? Like, another 2-3 months later. Nope.
Hunter is heartbroken by the situation, and that's the episode.
Okay, so I need to find out where again, I was waiting for this, like, final moment
I think
that I saw.
know what you're talking about, but don't ruin it for me. But I think I know what you're talking about.
Do you want me to find out the episode, or are you going to watch
I'm going
everything?
to watch the rest of this because I got to see this so-called love story that we're supposed to be invested in for these other characters. I'm invested in Kip and...
Oh, I'm deeply invested.
And Scott's story. I'm not invested in...
Shane and Ilya.
Shilia. Do they have a ship name?
If not, love Shilia. That's perfect. But Matza said he was like, wait, I kind of like this morning, he was like, hey, I like loved that. That was great. We should keep watching. And I was like, oh, I love that for you. For the record, none of the other episodes are like that. And he was like, wait, what? And I go, different guys. And he goes, well, I was wondering why Connor's story wasn't really there. And I was like, yeah, different guys. And like, they don't like speak. That's just, it's what you saw in episode 2. But I was like, maybe this will be like a turning point. And then we did start episode 4. And
don't spoil anything.
No, I'm just letting you know that like they do start to. It does feel like that episode influenced it a little bit, the same way that you said that like once you get to episode 3, like there's some of the things that you're looking for happen. Because I did feel like episode 1 and 2 were like the same episode.
Yeah, that's why even when we were talking about it last week, we were confusing what we were saying.
Episode 4 does not feel so far from what I've watched, doesn't feel exactly like it. It feels quite similar, but like it is a break enough. But we didn't even finish episode 4. But yeah, I'm going to watch all of it.
Yeah, me too. We had a big deadline that we had to hit by like midnight for work, and so I just did not have time to finish it. I was actually going to go back and rewatch this episode, and I didn't even have time to do that. So
I have to say though,
after I got my jaw knocked back in place,
I need to get curtains before I keep watching this, because can you just picture my big bay window, there's TV
too many children
at night? I know. I need
have
curtains.
To. Yeah.
Like, I don't like the idea. I was like hiding in some of the scenes. I was like, oh my God, people, if anyone was on the street, they'd be able to see what I'm watching from the street. And like, I know that because I do that with my other neighbors. And I'm like, ooh, what are they watching? And then I'll see them later and be like, oh, so you're watching this? And they're like, yeah, I love it. So good. And I was like, I can't watch Heated Right. Like, the whole block will know. So I think we're going to get curtains before we continue.
Yeah. But I really love this episode. Very sweet, very beautiful. I want to know more. I wish the whole series was about these two.
Me too.
But, as a writer, you pick what the hotness is so that you can get your stuff on air.
Yeah, and it like you said, it feels so intentional that like that's what he wanted this in there. And also because it sets a completely different tone. Because again, one of my biggest complaints of the first couple episodes, and it's just like hate sex and like no romance, none of that. And this was really sweet and romantic, and I love it. And now I have to text Kyle and tell him I finally watched it, because he's been like asking me, like, did you watch it yet? And that's also more of his type too, looks wise. So we were all very like, this is.
Doesn't he date all the same type of man?
Well, also like the relation of like Kip and Scott like are different men and different variants of the same man. Like they're same. And I was like, and that's exactly Kyle. Like that's Kyle's type, is guys who look. Anytime I think I see Kyle walking down the street, I go, oh my God, I thought I saw you walking down the street. He goes, get his number. I go, no.
Some people have already commented. So I just wanted to read.
Uh-oh, are they mad at me?
I don't know. I just saw that we already had comments. Let's see if they say it. Sydney said, okay, as far as watching this show, I was unemployed when it came out. So I was watching it while everyone was at work. So I did not run into any issues. So I'm guessing that's, watching if your family's at home.
Yep.
Okay. And then Moises said episode 3 and episode 5 are a personal fave because of how cute and hot the episodes are.
Okay, so 5, I wasn't crazy. That's what I was thinking. Kyle must have meant that it was both of them.
Okay. And then Jules said, Okay, but episode 1 and 2 are wild. I wouldn't say that. It becomes more and more sweet over time. I promise, hope you like the rest of the episodes, and if not, that's fine too.
Okay. I like to hear that, to know that like we really start hot and heavy in an alleyway with absolutely zero context or romance or love, and it builds up to that, because there's only so many times I can watch them moan each other's last names and then like text.
Asshole.
Yeah. Oh my god. And I do like that we didn't keep with like the asshole or symbolism, and we kept with the dick one. This one.
Yeah, bananas and tips.
Yep.
Bananas and the tip of the bananas.
Big
tips.
Fat
tips.
And I need my morning banana. I can't get my day I can't win without my banana. Can I get some nana?
Have you thought about next week? Because I mean, like, today's episode was supposed to be your pick, but you didn't really have anything ready. So I'll let you decide for the next one.
Do you want to just finish it? What's your schedule like?
I don't know if I'll be able to finish it. I can only watch one episode.
Okay. So what do you want to watch then? What's your timeline better for you?
Just something that's just like one episode or one movie. But I have an idea.
Okay.
But I'm letting, like, if you have something.
No. Give me your idea and then I'll decide.
Okay. But you might hate this idea.
By the way, the idea that I have, you also might hate, because it's such a classic. Like, Meghan loves really fucking weird movies.
Oh, gosh. This isn't a weird movie. This is a TV show.
Okay.
But I wanted to keep an honoring this month.
Gay.
Yep. You were in the right realm with lesbian.
Like real lesbians or like lesbian, like Glow?
No. I love Glow. I love that show.
I know. I remember.
So that wouldn't be of like.
Oh yeah, you're right. I forgot about that. Is this like featuring a lesbian I hate?
I don't think so. I only know of one person in this TV show. It's a TV show. I only know of one person. They have been in a movie that we've watched recently. That's a big hit.
Oh my god, Hunting Wives.
Yep.
Okay. Here's the thing. I have in fact watched Trixie react to it, but Mott's and I've been meaning to watch the whole episode because it was so fucking crazy. Sure.
Okay.
We can do. Mott's is gonna die because we watched that episode of Trixie and Katya and he goes, "So is this a parody?" I go, "No, this is a real TV show. This is a real TV show." And like Republican women were losing their minds on social media, being like, "Gotta leave my husband and get some pussy." And I was like, Brittany Snow has the most interesting career.
Yep.
Like,
sure does.
Such an interest. Like,
sure does.
You also, I don't know, you probably don't know this, but she was in season 2 of Night Agent for one episode, and they like really set her up as like, oh, she's the new leading lady because the other girl like left. They killed her, and then she never appeared again. And I was like,
okay.
Why? And they're in like Budapest. She like flew to Budapest to film like half a day's of work, and then was done. And I was like, Brittany Snow and your side quest. Okay, can I tell you what I'm down to do this because it's also shorter. But just know, prepare yourself. Maybe there's no way you've seen this movie. But one of my next picks is going to have to be Lars and the Real Girl. I've been having a craving.
For years, you've talked about this movie.
Loved this movie since I was like in middle school. It's been one of my favorites.
I've never seen it, but yeah.
You've never seen it and Moss has never seen it. And I keep bringing it up. And I was like, you know what? We're going to hold off watching it until we do an episode on it.
Also, Supergirl's coming out soon too. So that's another thing if we wanted to put that on the list as well.
I really want
to see it.
No, I'm gonna see it. I really don't like the trailer. You haven't seen the trailer.
Nope.
Hell yeah. Hunting Wives next.
Yes. I can't wait. Because I thought from what I understand from the SNL skit, it wasn't really an exaggeration.
Wait, wait.
That's the only that's the only thing I know about this show. Really.
Like, you're gonna die. It is also like so intriguing that we watched Trixie and Katya watch it, and then I went on Wikipedia and I was like, I didn't even think about Wikipedia. I went on like huntingwives.wiki, like one of their fan websites, and I was like, had to read everything that happened in it because I was like, I gotta know. You who's also
killing
in it.
And there's fucking.
Yep. Amy Santiago's in it.
Oh, I didn't know that.
She is.
Why don't you call her a real name?
Don't do that. Now I'm interested in Melissa Chimenti.
Definitely not that.
No. What's her last name? From Arrow. Because I know it's Melisa, but then I was like, well, now I'm at Shementi, and like, what the fuck do I do with that? Yeah, from Arrow.
Yep. From One Life to Live.
She's got a hot husband, too.
Yeah, they met on One Life to Live. He was on there, too.
I thought I was clicking on her husband, but I accidentally clicked on Amy Santiago's brother, and just Lin-Manuel Miranda popped up on my phone. I was like, that's not who she's married to.
No.
By the way, you've seen Coleman Domingo's husband, right?
Yep.
I'm just so happy for them.
Didn't they meet, like they had a misconnection and then met like on
Craigslist?
Yep.
Yeah, he was in going into like a pharmacy in Berkeley.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, oh my God. I'm like, I don't know what pharmacy it is, but there's like a specific I don't even know if it was there 12 years, but like I'm specifically thinking of this one and I was like, oh my God, that's just like magic. And they're obsessed with each other.
Yep.
I love when hot people get with hot people.
Mm-hmm.
Like, good. Yeah, that's what you look at your face. Look at your face. Kiss faces now. Like, that's so nice for you. Like, I love that.
Date maxing.
You need Mats. I regret teaching Mats about the maxing because the way he includes it at the end of everything, and he's also so spot on with it that I'm like, I don't like how quickly you've learned. So quickly. Also, apparently the youth men are saying that if they could look like anyone, they're saying clavicular, and I'm like, there's something wrong with you guys.
We're gonna end this episode and then we'll continue this for a second. What do you rate this episode?
Oh my God, I rate this episode 10 banana-less smoothies.
I rate this episode $2 million in tips.
Yeah, in big, fat, fake tips.
Goodbye.
Bye.
This is a Sister Sign production hosted by me, Megan Rinks.
And me, Melissa D. Montz, plus Diamond Imprint Productions.
Post-production by Coco Lorenz.
Production assistance by Melanie D. Watson.
And music by Ryan Hunter and Giacomo Picasso.